Joe Biden, even in his diminished capacity, we saw Joe Biden and Jill Biden, and we saw Donald Trump and Melania. But I noticed something strange, and I'm not the only one. We witnessed and saw the melanin messiah, Barack Obama. We saw him, but the question so many people had was, where was Big Mike? I mean, Michelle, right? Michelle was nowhere to be found. And as it turns out, she wasn't sick. She wasn't caring for a sick child or an aging parent. She was just in despite having a very adversarial relationship publicly. What we witnessed is just we witnessed them being really chummy and really just being cordial and just getting along. And I thought it was a wonderful display. Are believing, and then for you to do this, for you to let your man walk into the Capitol Rotunda all alone, not Barack Obama, accompanied by his wife, former First Lady Michelle Obama. No.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Yeah, Donald Trump doing his thing. He doing his thing just like he said he was, just like we knew he was gonna do. And what a lot of y'all don't understand, it wasn't about what he's saying he was gonna do or wasn't gonna do. It was about why he was gonna do it. See, he was saying why, and that's what we was able to embrace and understand the purpose, because we felt the sentiments, we felt the same way. See, people was calling him, like I said, racist, and he was this and he was that. It's because a lot of them was brainwashed and being bamboozled by the very people who were saying that he was this and he was that, and that was them. Some people was innocent about that. You got another group of people on another level in the progressive, which is the Democrats, who was promoting stuff, and because they really just figured that this was the way. It's because they got paid. See? Yeah, they got paid by other countries or whatever. And they figured this was the right way. They were steady lining their pockets, but they couldn't see the harm that was being done. A lot of them was innocent too. Why? Because they didn't live in the inner city. So they didn't see what the poor people felt when a lot of the migrants, man, was in these local communities, and all that the people were subject to these dangers and these harms. They didn't really see it. They saw it when it was on the news, but they wasn't here. They don't know. See, they waking up now, and you can see the look on their face, like Kamala Harris. You can see her as you can see the people when they show up brief. They show like 10 seconds, but the look on her face as she see people being deported and they carrying their stuff, thousands of people going toward the border, toward Mexico, thousands and thousands. They look like they look shocked because they know it all makes sense now. See, listen. What's going on now, man, is something real serious. What I told you we ain't paying attention to, man. Something else like Obama. When Obama came to Jimmy Carter's funeral, a lady spoke so elegantly. Her name was April Chapman, I believe. I think I got a video. I'm gonna put this on to show you that was admirable of her, a black sister, African American sister. Very detailed and elaborate, to explain how Obama, and you know that they hurt my heart to see how he had to walk across the floor in front of millions of people and hold his head high. But you can see the expression on his face like, I got to do this. I felt for him, man. His wife, his woman, wouldn't walk across the floor with him, man, at the funeral. That's a ceremony, man. It's customary for people to support things like that, like inaugurations and stuff like that. The first lady, the former first lady, all the presidents that's living, you make everything look bad, man. For y'all modern day sisters, you really just told on y'all self, man. We already know, the brothers know, the ones that woke up that ain't drunk, baby, I do anything you say. The ones that ain't like that, we've been subject to it. But when you didn't come across that floor, man, Obama. See, listen, all of us, all of the brothers who withdraw from the system and just fall back, understood his what he's going through, because that's what we go through. It just, when you went through it, just let us know that it happens on every level, man. See, But let me say this too. All sisters, African American, modern day sisters, is not like that. It's just that we be so skeptical in the beginning, they got to go through hoops before you let them get close. Because they can do some damage, man. And see, let me tell you something to understand. Joe Biden, he pardoned 2,000 and something. Gave clemency. Before he leaving office, 2,647. Don't quote me on the number, but it's something like that. 2,000. So you know how many guys that is? Why would he do that? Because he woke up too. Yes, he woke up too, man. See, the thing is that when he pardoned all these guys, it's because they realized that a lot of the guys got railroaded by women. Like Letitia James and in the system. Like I was saying before about Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and I told you it's a whole lot of others. Those we know them because they celebrity. But the whole system, the way it's set up, man, it's a railroad system because they doing their own thing. They not following the Constitution. They not following the laws, man. If you got people who's in authority that's not following the laws, then that means that they can do what they want to do. Whether you're innocent or guilty, there is no statute of limitation. Not for you, it's not. If we want you in jail, I don't care if you did it 30 years ago. You're going to jail because we say so. Filed an appeal, the next court saying the same thing. Stamp it, send them money. That's what's been happening, man. Ain't nowhere in the world he would have pardoned those 2,647 people, man. Ain't no way, man. They putting it together, man. And it's sad, man. It really, really is. It really, really sad, how things is unfolding. Like I say, for Michelle not to walk across that floor. And we've seen in the worst time that anybody had to be strong when Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton, man, the time when they went through with the situation with Melissa, what's her name? Monica Lewinsky, whatever her name is. People, the whole world was looking at her. You know how much stuff was in the papers and the gossip, everything you turn on radio, TV about this went on and on and on. Much worse than what Obama and Michelle going through. Much, much worse. But she stood tall. She didn't cry. She didn't show no sign of anger. She looked straight ahead. She had to be the strongest person in the world at that time. And she held her thing. Let me tell y'all something, man. For you Christians, you don't understand this is how I got twisted in the beginning, man. See, women. See? Now, whether it was intentional or not, no, I don't think so. See, just like, I'm going to switch back right quick. Just like I just said, how Kamala Harris and them seeing how things unfold when they seeing all these migrants going back, thousands in the droves, they look like, because they seeing like it makes sense now. Them going away makes it better for us. But something manipulated them to convince them that this was the right thing to do, the right way to go, to have millions of people from another country over here in our culture. Something told them that. So their thinking told them this is the way to go. That's why they did it. See? So what's the point? Same thing with the Bible. God gave Adam instructions, man. He didn't give Eve instructions. He gave Adam instructions. See? Eve and Adam was tight. Before Eve came along, the serpent tried to manipulate Adam several different times, but he couldn't. Because Adam was listening to God. But he got soft. Because God gave Eve for comfort. And she started telling him, man, he just don't want you to be smarter than him. That's why he telling you don't do this, don't eat this here, don't go over here, don't do that. Don't you know you rule the whole world and so on and so? They told Jesus the same thing too. You know that, right? Get thee behind me, Satan. See, the prophets that stood for God was tried to manipulate them just like they did Adam. See, Eve was naive, man. And that's why the serpent was able to manipulate her. Adam didn't know when he came back. If he would have seen the serpent or he would have knew that she was talking to him, he would have never listened to her. Adam didn't know the serpent had got to her, But she had good intent. See, she was sentimental, man. She's working with emotions. God didn't chastise Eve when Adam disobeyed. He checked Adam. You know what I told you. Say what it got to do with now. Same thing. When Kamala Harris and them, when they doing all their thing, they doing what they doing. Something manipulated them. But they had good intent. They thought their intent was good. See? But something manipulated them. It didn't manipulate the men, it manipulated them. And then they tried to manipulate the system. So now how things is flourishing and unfolding immediately since Donald Trump, as soon as he walk in office, all this thing starting to unfold. It's a shock to them too. Not to the ones who understood, because they understood what Trump meant through the word. The majority of the people understood through the word. That's why the majority voted him in. And now you wonder about the insurrection. You see what they doing now. How insidious, convoluted, and collusive everything is with the Democratic Party, man. You see it for yourself. Do you think now that they rigged the votes last election? The American people was thinking the same way they was thinking then as they thinking now. The same kind of people who voted, they voted the same people that voted for them this time, voted for them last time. It's just that they got the firewalls up this time. They wasn't able to do it, man. A lot of them, man, on the final note, it's in a lots of trouble. This is not going to go good for y'all. Kamala Harris, the whole crew, it's a whole lot of y'all judges and, I don't know about the House and the Senate. I don't know about them yet. I'm sure some of them, because the way they quizzing them, the way the Senate and the House quizzing the judges, they screening them judges, man. United States Supreme Court, appellate courts, the attorney generals, man, a lot of them under scrutiny, man. See, that's just, look, it's so much going on, man. TV shows violating people's First Amendment rights, man. I mean, saying a lot of stuff that's foul, getting sued. A lot of this TV shows, a lot of stuff through the media, how they was trying to control the election. They getting sued too. Everybody is getting it now, man. They getting it like getting it.